What's going on YouTube? Trucking in Life here one more time, guys. Guys and gals and girls and guys. Yeah. Anyway, guys, the whole purpose of this video, I think it'll be a long drawn out video, guys. This is one of the videos where I'm grateful for being able to even do this type of business. Do I now? Let me put a disclaimer out there before I go all on a romantic, sensual. I don't know, I'm talking crazy. I'm talking real crazy right now. I have no idea what that's talking about. Anyway, if I go on a little tangent about how much these things taught me, I don't like them. I don't like them. Let's put that out there. Anyway, what I was saying was I'm grateful for it, guys. I've been doing this containers now over 10 years. I'll just go with that. And I'm grateful for being able to have the experience to do it, because you could take, I said in so many videos, you could take an intermodal guy who been really in the grit. Now, there's different type of intermodal guys. You got the people who don't do nothing, they always go to rotability for everything, and people with the companies, they got mechanics in the yard, so they can do intermodal, and there's no spite against them guys. I'm talking about the guys who come in the intermodal yard got to really fix their stuff. Especially dealing with them things, them 40s and 20s right there. I'm talking to the guys that got come in the yard, find out what's wrong with a good one. You get that? I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Anyway, and you gotta figure out what's wrong with it. And if you don't figure out what's wrong with that thing, you gotta figure out what's wrong with that thing. Otherwise, you ain't making no money for that day. I'm talking about them guys. By doing that, by being forced to do this, by being forced to fix brakes that's smoking on you on the side of a road in the middle of a small town where it's probably a population of 400 people, and you blocking up their one-lane road with your smoking brakes with a container, from you trying to figure out why your lights is not working, they will go out all of a sudden halfway in the middle of a trip, and you got to get them things working because the lights, the darkness is coming upon you, and you got a nice amount of drive to get back home before you can't ride no more with no lights. You know what I'm talking about? Or how the box is leaning, and you look at this box, like, hey, something look wrong with this. It's supposed to be a commercial vehicle, it's supposed to be real safe. That's what I learned in school. These things are supposed to be real safe. But messing around with these things, you realize these things could be out of control. You know what I'm saying? But just the fact of having to be able to maintain this type of chassis, these type of chassis right here, they all stacked up like nothing wrong with them. I see a light missing over there. You ain't fooling me. But they were actually going here trying to build a chassis and getting up the road. It taught me a lot. You can take an intermodal driver who been in the grit, who had to do all that stuff. You can put them anywhere, any trucking industry, any division of trucking, and I guarantee you, if it ain't nothing wrong with the load itself, but if it's an equipment issue, they'll get that load where it gotta go. Cause you taking some of this stuff you gotta put together. Like, I had some stuff where I had to like build a bracket, like this bracket right here. This bracket right here was gone. Anybody who do rails, they already know. Sometimes these brackets be gone with the mud flap, right? I had to build a makeshift bracket and put a mud flap on there just so I get the load moved. Where they do that at? Rail yards, this is where they do that at. Now don't get me wrong, some guys love it. Some guys love the challenge of it. They love the excitement, the risk, a chassis bent here, a crane dude, Mr. Crane dude over there, a wheel falling off here, you know, and a lug nut missing there. That look all neat. I don't know who did that. That look professional too. Okay, I see you, chassis. Anyway, trying to get the tandem to slide in the winter, and the customer won't take that load unless you get able to get it slide, all of that. And I ain't gonna lie, as much as I don't too much care for intermodal people, some people think I do, it's just what I'm doing. Fit my situation. All the time I say it fit my situation. The reason I'm doing it, the day it stop fitting my situation, I'm gonna toss the keys in there, throw the hat behind it. It's yours. It ain't mine anymore, it's yours. That line getting out of this yard right now is so messed up right now, so that's why I'm even mastering this video right now, you know what I'm saying? Even dealing with that, but anyway, I digress. This stuff taught me a lot. I ain't gonna lie, it forced me to do things that I never thought I wanted to do. It forced me to get up under there with hammers and try to freaking knock a valve without using brute force without knocking it off the freaking thing. It taught me so many valuable lessons. Taught me how to check tires. I ain't know how damaged tires can really get until you do intermodal. I don't know, it's like Godzilla or somebody taking bites out of these tires, man. I don't know, this stuff is just, you know, also too, law enforcement, when they come after these things right here, there's so many things they could just find on these things, and you gotta know how to really beat them to the punch, you know what I'm saying? You gotta try to find it before they find it, you gotta know what they're looking for on these things. Like, for example, that right there, a lot of people miss that. I guess it's on the spring hanger, it's like the spring hanger bracket, I think it is. It's a bushing inside of there. If you move that, a lot of containers get popped on this. But you could check that. You could check it if it's crazy. If you know DOT out there doing what they do, which as a matter of fact, they out there right now doing something right now, but I ain't gonna say on here what they doing. But anyway, if you know that, and you know how to check this stuff, you could minimize. Don't get me wrong, they can still find some with these things. You could throw a penny in a pond. You have a better chance of finding a penny than they're trying to find out that nothing is wrong with this box. I don't know if that made sense or not, but it made sense in my head. Anyway, we doing this for so long, it teaches you how to like really get up out of a lot of jams. I know I got that as a saying, but I ain't gonna lie. This stuff right here forces you to do the unthinkable. Like, I remember one time, and I'm ending on this, guy. This video ain't gonna be long. I'm just saying I appreciate the experience I got from this. And one time I had the brakes. I had a chassis. I think I did a video about it too. I might repurpose that video because that was crazy. I had pulled out, the brakes worked when I pulled out my yard with it. Now I get to like around the corner where I got to hit a stop sign. As soon as I hit the brakes on the stop sign, these things lock up. They wouldn't go forward no more. They only go backwards. So what I had to do was I had to bag back from the stop sign all the way around the corner, all the way around another corner, back into the yard, just to get these things to uncage. I would have never in a million years thought I would have to do that. Imagine, on this road I'm backing up on, there's cars, there's trucks coming down that road, there's people on the way, but I can't go forward. I only could go back until I'm able to get back to the yards. I get up under there and see what's wrong with it. Because I was trying to fix it on the main road, but there was too many trucks and cars flying by me. It was too dangerous, so it went back. So I just did what I could do, you know what I'm saying? And it was like super cold outside, dead of winter. So not trying to work in the cold, dodge cars, and et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, all I'm saying is this. This business right here gave me a lot of experience that's transferable to a lot of the industries. It give you grit, it give you tenacity, it give you a lot of stuff, man, that you wanna ask for. You had not deal with these things. Especially them things, them 20s and 40s. Them things right there give you the fluflocks.com. And if you don't know what you're doing with them things right there, they'll bring you down. They'll bring you down to the lower parts of the earth. Anyway, that's it for this video, YouTube. I thought I'd share this experience with you guys. Your boy been out here a while, and these containers taught me a lot. Anybody been doing this business for a while? You leave out some hair on your chest, because you got to do some things you really don't want to do. You got to get your tool game up. Oh, real quick before I go, hey, one time I was in a truck stop, right? I got to share this story, guys. This wind blowing hard. One time I was in this truck stop, and a guy, I pulled up to the pump. There was a guy in the next pump over next to me. I wasn't even getting fuel. I was going to get some snacks or whatever. He was in his truck. He already got his fuel, and he was trying to go back and forth. He was like stuck, right? And so I pulled up after, he was already there before me. I pulled up after him. So I get out, I go inside the truck stop, and I come back out, and this guy's still out there trying to go back forward, trying to go back. Because anybody know when you got a container or a chassis, sometimes they'll brake at the wrong time. Like, he pulled into a truck stop and the brakes wouldn't release. They just wouldn't release. And he tried to go back and forward. He tried to go back forward, tried to go back. And so I heard him doing that, like, he'll figure it out by the time I get out. You know, it takes a little beating. Sometimes you gotta give these things a little abuse. You know, they'll finally get with the program, right? So I go in and come back out. That guy stood out there. He tug of warring with the chassis, whatever. And so I was like, dang, man, I wanted to like leave because they did my last move. I was like, let me ask this dude if you need some help. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, bro, I see you messing with this thing before I went in. Are you okay? He's like, no, it won't move. I said, well, let me take a look, right? So anyway, the brakes on the chassis he had, they had like, I guess when he pressed the brakes to like set them, sometimes these things are like lock up at the wrong time. So anyway, he set his things and it got stuck to the brakes, to the drums. So I said, hey man, there's some things you can do to get about this jam, man, but you can do it if you want to. I can tell you what to do to get him out of here. He said, yeah man, I'm willing to do it. It's my last move, you know. And he was right down street from the rail yard too. I like the rail yard right here, the one you going to? He's like, yeah. I was like, man, look at here. So anyway, I said, what tools you got? Guys, he went in the truck and put out a pair of vice grips. I said, okay, what are the rest of your tools? That is it. I said, hey man. I thought I was laughing. I wasn't laughing at him, because he was genuine. That's all I can say. So I was like, he's looking at me laughing. I'm laughing hard on the pump, leaning on the pump laughing. I said, bro, you need more tools. I said, hey man, do you do this like full time or you just doing this like every now and again? He said, oh, this is my job. I said, well, you gotta get your tool set, man. But anyway, he said, hold on, let me get my tools. So I come over with my tools, and I did some things up under there. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna say here what I did. Let's just say he drove out the pump and he made it to the rail yard. Let's just say that. So this business right here teach you how to get some tools, even though you didn't know you needed them, but they teach you how to get some tools, teach you how to use them, because they will force you to use them, especially when it comes to adjusting brakes. These things are so much with this. Anyway, this business and this game taught me a lot, guys. Some transferable skills that I wouldn't trade in for the world, even though this business right here could be very, very fickle. It's a crazy business, but the experience and the knowledge and wisdom you get from it, priceless. It's priceless. Anyway, that's it for this video, YouTube. So if you're coming through Watusi, man, hit that subscribe button. Hit it while you in there. Why not, right? You here. Also, to your boy off one-on-one coaching. If you're owner-operator, company driver, or you're a small fleet owner, and you're trying to figure out how to grow and scale your business, whether you're a company driver, you want to scale your trucking career in lucrative ways to make it more better for you and make it work for you, your boy will have the solution for that. Only serious inquiries only, guys. Don't come through hitting that email that you know you're going to waste time. I'm not that guy. info@truckingthelife.com for serious inquiries only. But anyway, YouTube, hope this video was helpful. Give you a little understanding what's going on here. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.